What's going on, y'all? Machiavelli Mills TV. So it's come to my attention that Meek Mill and Rick Ross are currently at odds with each other. They not getting along. Meek Mill feel like he been getting robbed by Rick Ross. He feel like he got done dirty in his contract. He pissed about it. He feel like he ain't been seeing the money he's supposed to see. And he ain't rocking with Ross at all because of that, right? Now, it's been rumors about Ross and Meek having problems for about a year now. I remember it was a story about Meek denying Ross entry at his party, I think in Miami, right? So I was like, man, I thought it was just a rumor. I thought people was just talking. I thought people were making things up. And then I'm like, damn, nah, for real. They really do got an issue. And Meek ain't really rocking with Ross because he feel like his contract dirty. He feel like he ain't getting everything he's supposed to be owed. Now, in this situation, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know the ins and outs of Meek Mill's contract. I don't know everything that Rick Ross did or whatever. But one thing I do know is that when Meek first got signed by Ross, he was happy as can be. He was iced out with all his jewelry on for the longest he still signed with Ross. But I'm saying for the longest of years, he was always happy. He was iced out. He was caked up. He was talking about how much bread he got and how much bread he done made coming out the hood. Talked about him being able to put his mama in a house, all his family members straight, being able to take care of his kids, so on and so forth. That's all he was always talking about, right? And I'm like, damn, so what happened now that he feels like he ain't getting paid enough? And I really don't think it's nothing bad of Ross is doing. I think now that he been hanging around Jay-Z, he didn't been around the big wigs like Jigga at the Rock Nation brunches. Now he feel like he is in the upper echelon of them, right? I feel like he feels that he is of their ilk and he should be getting the paper that they getting. And now he been rubbing shoulders with Jigga. He feel like, you know what, I am up here. I do need to be getting my bread. Something got done wrong in my contract. We need to renegotiate this contract. We need to go over this because I need to be getting the bread they getting. I need to be caked up like them. I think he's in those conversations with Jay-Z and he can't gloat about the same stuff they can gloat about, right? He can't boast about the same things they can boast about. He can't have the same type of conversations. He's left out of those conversations and now you feel like he ain't getting his share of the pie evenly. Now I think that's some bullshit, right? And I say that because when he first signed the contract was what it was. You know what I mean? And he was happy with it. He seemed to be perfectly fine with it. You know, but now he's been around other people. He thinking, oh man, I need to be getting more. What me gotta realize is he's not a big dog. No matter how much he says it, he's not a big dog like Jay-Z yet. He's not in that jigger. He's not in that avenue yet. He's not. He has not reached that type of He has not reached those type of heights. But I think he now thinks he's in that same type of mold, and now he's feeling some type of funny way about Ross. When he wasn't feeling like that before he started hanging around Jigga at all. Before he started hanging around at them Rock Nation brunches, he was perfectly fine. Him and Ross was best of friends. He loved Ross, right? Ross brought him out of a bad situation, brought him into fame, brought him into success, brought him into great selling albums. You know, all this and all. He's getting 80, 100 something to show. Coming from being on the block in Philly, that shit was immaculate. That's great. But now I just think that he been around jigging them so much, it got him thinking that he on their same level, and you not. It takes a long time, years of hard work, great business decisions, not just rap moves to be up in that type of atmosphere, to be in that type of company. When I say be in that type of company, I'm not meaning to be around them, but to be able to have the conversations they can have. He feel bad that he left out of those big boss type conversations. He ain't getting the cake that they getting, so now he feel like something getting done wrong on his end. And that's why you saw Ross come out with that video when Scottie Pippen was disgruntled about his contract with the Chicago Bulls. He was snapping and mad at Jerry Krause and all this and all of that. Ross said, you know what, I saw that and I said, Scottie Pippen, fuck you. Because that was a contract you signed. You signed that, and now you didn't do business the way you feel like you didn't do business the way you felt like it was supposed to be done initially. Now you getting mad, now you pissed after the contract is signed and everything was lovely for a while, right? And I think that was a subliminal. I know that was a subliminal to Meek Mill, right? He was trying to say that to Meek, like, hold on, Meek. I took you out the hood. You was caked up. Everybody be able to, your mama got a house over here, Probably your baby moms, all them straight, your sisters and them all caked up, they living good, everybody comfortable, you all good, you out of poverty, and now I'm the bad guy because you've been around Jigga all this time. Now you want to renegotiate some stuff because you can't have the same conversations about yachts and so on and so forth that Jigga and them got? Come on, man. That's all that is to me, man. I feel like Meek been hanging around Jigga and them too much. He didn't saw, and I don't know if Jigga didn't told him he supposed to be making some type of money he ain't making, or if Jigga didn't put a bug in his ear and told him he needs to be doing this, that, and the third or whatever. But now he looking like, oh, I'm getting done dirty. I'm being robbed. Nah, bro, you ain't getting robbed. I don't think he getting robbed because he was fine with it at first. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can be fine with something and not realize you're getting robbed, but I really feel like, man, he didn't let them Rock Nation brunches being around certain dudes. They got a whole nother tier of bread. They in a whole nother tier. And he didn't got it in his head that he on their tier. Why the hell I ain't making the money they making? Why, you know what I'm saying? Nah, bro, them moves don't come just from selling rap albums and making music. It come from other plays outside of music. I.e. what Ross is doing. Ross got all other plays outside of music all across the board. He ain't just making albums. He got wing stuffs, all these type of businesses he got running. And he has a great business acumen. And that's something that Meek has to develop if he wants to get in that top tier. You ain't gonna be on Jigga level just selling music. Especially like, listen, let's be real about it, man. Rap artists don't sell the same way they used to, right? They just don't. So just selling music and touring, I mean, it's gonna get you a lot of money, but you want to get in that Jigga range, you got to do some other stuff. Seriously, man. And I think that Meek is just mad at the wrong person right now. He mad at the wrong person. Now he trying to go re-look at the contract and all this and all of that. Brother, I don't think Ross doing you dirty. You was cool with it at first, man. I don't know. See, this is what happens, man. I think guys hang around Jigga. They start talking to all these different dudes, Claris, Avon, and all them. They've been around all these, premier individuals, start being around Diddy a whole lot, hanging around Diddy. You start thinking, hey, you know what? I am of their ilk. We on the same level. Why the hell I ain't caked up like Diddy? Why I ain't got my own label? I'm running like Bad Boy. Why ain't, why I don't got my own type of Rock Nation? I need to be in that. No, bro. It's levels to everything. Baby steps. So I think Meek is wrong in this situation. I think he just looking at what other folks got and feel like he in the same ilk. And no. Takes a while to climb to that level, young grasshopper. Then you can elevate. But I hope him and Ross can reconcile and they can move forward, you know what I mean? Because it's a sad situation. Like I said, I watched Meek rapping with the dirty braids in his head in Philly. I remember he was on Cassidy mixtapes back in the day. I was a huge Cassidy fan. And then to see him elevate was always a great thing, you know what I mean? And Ross was the one who put him in position, especially when he was with Tip at first. Then Tip went to jail, you know what I'm saying? So Ross grabbed him, put him up in position, got him some great features, put him out to the forefront. Him and Wale both had things running great for him, up and running great, So hopefully they can reconcile. But in my opinion, I think Meek is tripping. Machiavelli Mills TV, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.